now, the Crypt Keeper of Creepy, the provocative prince of the tweens, the nightmare from Neptune. It's Zabujard!
I mean, if I was talking to you guys in Hebrew right now, our brains would be growing, you know? But we're too lazy to learn it, or at least I am. I need to learn it. And so, because you and I don't know Hebrew, and we're speaking to each other in English, I'm speaking to you in like the most evil language ever, with words like slaughter that has the word laughter in it, you know, and it's like, got words like bless, like be less you, and all these naughty, dirty, bad words inside the English language. You know, because I'm talking to you in English, I'm like cursing you, and you're receiving all these curses, and you're cursing others in this gross language. What is this language? Someone tell me what this language is. You know, it's just it's a dirty language that you and I are speaking to each other because we're not learning Hebrew language, God's language. And so you and I are talking dirty to each other. You know what I mean? So it's like if I had a brand new car, but I always drove you around in a beat up Chevy Toyota with mud and dirt all over it and a flat tire. And you'd be like, well, why don't you drive me around in that nice car? I say, well, I can't because I haven't paid off the car yet. You know? It's like that, man. Yeah. Do you guys think that white people invented manners and politeness and kindness and stuff? I'm starting to think maybe they did, you know? And I like it. I like manners. I like politeness and stuff. And so I don't think cultures should mix at all. And if I was at the zoo and there was an enclosure with a bunch of violent gorilla creatures playing basketball and stuff, I wouldn't want to go to that zoo. I would not go to that zoo because I wouldn't want to be around other people or creatures that like manners and stuff, because I like manners and I'm kind of a quiet person, and so I wouldn't go to that zoo, and I would not go there. And I don't think that's crazy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people who are violent and evil and stuff like that. I mean, there is something wrong with that, but like, they don't know any better. Their brains are like, you know, like a little puppy dog, you know. If someone only knows how to do evil, you know, there's a lot of people like that out there. They don't have the brain power to know Hashem, or to know Hashem's laws, and to even know kindness or love or compassion or anything like that, which are kind of like white ideals, you know, white things that were invented, maybe like manners and stuff, etiquette, you know, like table etiquette, you know. When you see those gay shows about British, you know, old British royalty, and they have like 10 forks, and, you know, that's fun, it's fine. They got a lot of silly, like, dinner rules, it's fine. It goes along with politeness and manners. You got all these weird little dinner table rules and stuff like that. It's fine, you know. But, like, there's nothing wrong with people who are totally violent and evil and stuff, because this world is evil, and this world was made out of evil ignorance, without light, without wisdom. So yeah, you would expect a lot of this world to be evil and without wisdom, without knowledge, without consent. This world was made without the consent of her husband, of Bina's husband, okay? And now what do you see in this world? Well, you see plenty of RAPE. I think you do. You see plenty of RAPE. And it makes sense, right? If you think about it, this world was made without consent. And now you look around, and people are getting abused without their consent. So, I just put that together in my head just now, which is incredible. It's incredible what things you can put together in your head when you just talk about things or think about things. I've told you guys, I come up with revelations all the time about stuff. It's about random stuff. It's just mind-blowing, interesting revelations about things. And, yeah. Now, I don't think you guys are violent gorilla creatures. I think you guys have a brain stem. I think you guys can learn some of this stuff. And hopefully I can learn it as well. And, the question is, I was thinking about this the other day. Judaism isn't like Christianity. There's not necessarily you don't see even evangelists going country to country telling people to learn Judaism, to learn about the Lord, right? You see that in Christianity. I don't know if there's other religions who do that. Mormonism, but that's a kind of a branch of Christianity. Pretty much only Christianity you see people going door to door, going country to country, telling people about their God or about Jesus Christ or whatever. I think Jewish people should do that too. Actually, I don't know if they should, but I would imagine that they should, so that more people would come to know God, Hashem, and His Word and His laws and stuff and His mysteries, And Jewish people, they want to fix this world. They don't want to run away from the demiurge. The Gnostics want to run away from the demiurge. They think it's evil and they want to run away. The Jewish people, they want to fix the demiurge. They want to fix this world. They want to fix the realm. They want to bring world peace through fixing everything. They want to bring all the sparks that were shattered. In the beginning, there was one spark. It burst into a billion sparks. That's all of us. And when people die, when evil villains die, their sparks go into the moon. And during the final generation, those sparks, the most evil, wicked sparks ever, will come down to the earth, and they will live again. It makes you wonder if we're in the final generation, because you see just how evil people are here in this realm, the leaders and things, right? Completely evil, eating youngsters, RAPing youngsters, eating them, drinking their blood and stuff. Did all the sparks from the moon come down to the earth? Who are the most evil sparks to ever live in this realm? Is that why there's so much evil right now during our life? Who knows? The plan is to, just like Inuyasha, get all the shards from the Infinity Stone or whatever, right? Get all the shards, except in Judaism it's called the sparks. Bring all the sparks and put them back together, and fix the path from earth to the heavens. Fix the bridge. Fix the bridge from earth to heaven, from Malkuth to Bina. Okay, fix the bridge, fix the path. And it reminds me of Inuyasha, because that thing, I forgot what it's called, it breaks into a billion little shards, and then they have to go around and collect all the shards. And so the more people practicing and knowing God and the Torah and stuff, the more it will fix what was broken, the more it will, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I think Jewish people should do, do evangelizing, or what's it called? Missionary work, like Christians do. But I don't even know if there are any Jewish missionaries. I don't even think there are. And I think the reason for that is because a lot of them are too busy studying the Word, and that's all they want to do. They want to stay in their house and they want to study the Word, which is great. But it might be cool too if they actually went out and taught people this stuff or got them interested. But you can do that through YouTube now. You don't have to go out to missionary work and leave your house. Now you can try to make a YouTube channel or try to get people's attention that way, bring people's attention to God and to what's going on, and to where we are and all this stuff. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. There's a giant faggy dragon in the ocean that could wake up, and if it wakes up, all of us will die. You know, there's giant dragons in the ocean. And the dragon in Antarctica is the size of, it's the size of South America. If a continent the size of South America just rose out of the ocean, it would cause a tidal wave, I think, that would literally wipe out this entire tiny fake map that we have of our little realm. And we'd all be dead instantly, which is fine, right? But maybe it's the Leviathan that talks about in the Old Testament, right? Maybe that's the giant sleeping dragon right there. If that thing wakes up, we're all dead anyways. But it's been asleep for a few hundred years. I don't know if it's going to wake up anytime soon. And, who knows? But I forgot what I was going to say now. But, yeah. If there's a dragon that's the size of South America, right off the coast of Argentina there, that thing would need a very large place to live and to eat and to sleep. If he's the size of, a tenth of our map, of our world map, then that would mean that our world map is a drop in a bucket compared to the real map of our giant realm that we have, that we are trapped in this tiny, gay, faggoty little part of the map that they make everyone trapped into, that we're not allowed to leave. We are in a very, 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 very tiny section of the entire map of our entire realm. And we can't leave without, they'll shoot our planes down if we try to leave, so we're fucked. So anyways, that just proves if there's dragons that big, the size of one of our continents, that the realm that we're in is probably about 1 billion times larger than this tiny drop in a bucket that we're living in right now. If there's dragons that are the size of our continents, I mean, that means that dragon needs a way bigger place to sleep. He can't sleep. That would mean our oceans that they're sleeping on are like puddles to them. They can walk across our oceans the way Godzilla walks across our oceans, just like how you and me would walk across a shallow pool of water. That's what our oceans are to these creatures. That's, Yeah. Our tallest tree to these creatures would be like a stick. You and me, to these dragons, we would look like ants. You and me would look like ants to the dragons in our ocean, and the dragons that died on our coasts, and stuff like that. You and me are ants compared to these things. So, it's just weird, man. It's just weird. Hello, I'm in the office part of the building now. The office building of the hotel or whatever. It's an empty building. It's a very large building. I have it all to myself. So since it's empty, I could actually do and say whatever I want. I can actually do whatever I want in here right now. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Guess what I'm doing? Oh, I'm just sitting down. I'm not really doing anything. I've been watching, videos. I watched last week's episode of Hero Academia Season 7. And then today or tomorrow, I'm going to watch the new episode that came out this week or whatever. I'm going to watch it today or tomorrow, and I haven't decided yet. Maybe, probably today. I don't know. We'll see. And, yeah, I forgot to put swimming trunks in my car. This place has a pool that I'm allowed to use, maybe. Only problem is the pool opens 30 minutes after my shift ends. So the question is, do I want to wait 30 minutes to use the pool? And the answer to that is probably yes. But will I do it? Someone remind me to put swimming trunks in my car so I can remember to do that. So I can fucking swim. Because I'd love to swim. Definitely love to swim. That would be awesome if I could swim. I haven't swam in years. You don't understand how rare it is to find yourself in a pool or a jacuzzi without a gym membership, which are expensive. My workplace has a pool I can probably use. I should use it. Oh, I'd have to ask my coworker to let me into the pool. That would be really awkward. Fuck. Maybe he wouldn't care. I'd just have to ask him to let me into it. Still be pretty awkward and cringe, though. I don't know if I can do that. Hey, can you let me in to use the pool, man? Sounds so awkward and cringe. Let me get my swim trunks on first. Oh, I don't think I can do that. Damn it. It's too awkward. Damn it, I forgot about that. Fuck. I don't think I can ask my coworker to let me into the pool because that would be too awkward. Imagine me in a bathing suit coming up to my coworker. Can you let me in the pool, please? I don't know why I'm being so quiet. I'm in a giant building. I can be as loud as I want. I think it's abandoned anyways. I don't know. Maybe there's people in the floors above me. I'm not really sure. There probably is. I don't know. I just want to go into the ventilation system and crawl around like a nasty little vent rat. I'll go fucking vent rat. Because remember in all those old movies and cartoon shows and all the spy kids movies and the spy shows and the spy movies where they're always like, how do we get into this top secret lab, this top secret building, guys? And then the kid's like, oh, I got a fucking idea. And they kick open the vent and they all crawl around like rats. Fucking vents. And then they get into like these top secret banks and shit. And all the kids' spy movies and shit where they're always crawling around in stupid vents somehow and they fucking manage to steal from a bank and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just silly, dude. It's just silly. But no, I mean, I want to get in vents just so I can hang out and crawl around and be in a tight space and hide from the whole world inside of a vent. Is that so much to ask? I don't think it is too much to ask. But, yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. If I owned this abandoned building, I would just crawl around in the vents and just have fun and play around and just play. And I wouldn't care because I own this building. This is mine. And I own the vents and I can crawl around. I guess I'd treat this building like one big McDonald's playground play place. And I would just crawl around in the vents all by myself in my big abandoned building. And that's what I'd fucking do. And it'd be good exercise too. It'd be better than fucking sitting around all day on my ass. Because at least I'd be having fun crawling around through deep, dark, nasty, dirty, hot, warm, sweaty vents all day. Why not? Like a worm crawls through its freaking holes it digs in the ground, right? Call me Worm Boy from now on. Call me Vent. In the comments, instead of writing Zagudra, to call me Venti Wormy Boy King Boy from now on. And from all the videos from now on. In the comments, right? Hey, a new video from Venti Kingy Worm Boy. King of the worms in the vents. You write that in the fucking... I need to be quiet. I don't know if there's people in here. I need to be quiet. I'm getting too excited. I just kicked the wall. Getting too excited in here. I gotta be quiet. Shh. Quiet. Shh. No, but... yeah. It's actually pretty cool being in a big abandoned building at night. I know it's just got a very freeing feeling. I don't know how to explain it. You'd have to be a security guard to understand. And even then, I don't know if anyone would understand besides me, besides you. But just having a big abandoned building to yourself all night, it's very freeing. It's very interesting. It's very open and big. Makes you feel big and powerful and strong, doesn't it? Don't it? Don't it? I want to eat a donut. I gotta be quiet. yeah, so I think the janitors get here like 6 in the morning or something. I don't think they're going to be here for a while anyways. I think they get here like 5 or 6 in the morning or something. I don't know. And no, I don't see any ghosts in here. If you guys are wondering if I see ghosts or blows, not really. I don't really see any. I don't see any ghosts or blows. I wish this place had a bathtub. I would just get in a fucking bubble bath. I don't care. I don't care if it's illegal or wrong. I would just want to take a bath at work. It's not so much to ask. But, yeah, this place has a shower. But, I don't know. It's whatever. Write in the comments what's your goal for this year or the next 5 or 10 years or this month or this lifetime. Write your goals and your tips and your tricks in the comments for if you guys have a goal or something you want to do in your life. Maybe some of you want to parachute from a cliff or swim into the Marianas Trench, which is what I called my ex-wife's blowhole. Asshole, I would call it I would call my ex-wife's last asshole, I would call it the Marianas Trench. And during our anniversary, she would say, what do you want to do on our anniversary day? I'd say, I don't know, can I get into that Marianas Trench? So that's a joke I just made up, and I'm going to keep that forever, and you guys can use that too if you want. So yeah, I'm going to try to remember that joke. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good joke, yeah. That's pretty good, yeah. Speaking of Marianas Trench I think I'm going to try to take a crap right now. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'm on my break now and back in the car. And you guys are probably wondering which podcasts I watch every day at work. And I have some that I really like. And these are them that I always listen to. A Call for an Uprising channel, aka Hurting Humanity channel. It's a conspiracy boy, Christian boy. The Jimmy Dore Show. Minutes of Horror, great channel I found this year. Beyond Creepy, scary channel, ghosts and alien abductions and things. Scary videos like Nexpo channel. Blame It on George channel. Mind Unveiled channel, My Lunch Break channel, that's giants and, that's old world buildings and stuff. Minutes of Horror channel, I probably already said that. Video Game World Tours by Pretzel channel. He goes and explores old video games. It's very cute and comfortable. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, maybe I'm like a youngster in a oldster's body, and when people are grown up, all their friends move away that they were friends with when they were young. And then my life is just like how it was 20 years ago when I was a baby, but I was a young person. The biggest difference is when you're old, there's no friends anymore because they all moved away and they're all whatever. When you're an adult, after high school or after whatever school, all your friends move away and then you're totally alone. I think maybe this is one reason why some people get married. It's so that they can have a friend. But even if you marry someone, men and women don't have the same interests, right? It's not like having a male friend. Having a female wife friend is different than having a male friend, because men and women they're pretty different. So it's not even the same. It's not even the same as when you're young and you might have friends who are the same gender as you. When you're an adult, all your friends are gone. Maybe you still feel like a youngster, but you're an adult body and you have to work. The big difference between being a youngster and being an old person is, number one, all your friends are gone, and that's probably the hardest part about being old. Number two, your body doesn't recover as quickly. You get sore easier. Number three, you have to cook everything for yourself. You can't depend on anyone else. Number four, you have to work. Number five, you have to pay bills and stuff like that. Number six, that's about it. If you have a youngster of your own, you have to take care of them, or if you have pets, you have to take care of your pets. Besides those things, I think being a youngster and being an oldster are virtually the same. Pretty much the same experience. It's just the hardest part about being older, and the different part about being older is all your friends are gone. If you were an old man and if you had a bunch of friends when you're old, probably make life a lot easier, more enjoyable. But a lot of people, when they're old, they have no friends at all. They might have a wife, but that's different, because what are you going to do with your wife? What's a fun thing you can do with your wife if she's your friend? You know, she might not like the same video games as you. She might want to, I don't even know, but it's different. Male and female friends, they're different because they're just too different. So maybe that's why people get married, is because they miss their friend or something. And yeah. So, like, women like to watch dating shows, and I don't care about dating shows. And men like to, I don't know, what do men like to do? Grill, I guess, I don't know. Maybe something like that, whatever. Yeah. Just 3 more hours and then I can go home. 3 hours and 14 minutes. My sleep schedule this week was terrible. Terrible sleep schedule. I mean, I guess it is every week and every day, but this week is just hell, because it's so freaking hot. So freaking humid. My room is so hot, and I bought a fan today at the thrift store. You put water in it. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna put ice water in it tomorrow and see if it will help cool down my frickin' oven room. I'm in an oven, man. I'm in an oven. And I'm already bedridden. And if you just add on annoying heat, it just makes it even worse. That's my problem, is that I'm always too bedridden. And I don't know what to do with my life. My town is boring, but also I I'm not on the same schedule as other normies. I don't get out of bed till, I'm up all night. And, it's just a mess. It turns your body and your head into just an absolute mess. Just a mess. And I'm working a job at night right now because I can't do jobs during the day. I can't deal with normie scum who are going to be mean to me or whatever it is. So I'm doing a night job now, just so I can pay the fucking bills to survive in this stupid fucking realm. So yeah, I guess it's just been tough, just because I don't talk to people, or I'm like by myself a lot, all the time, and I'm in my room all the time, and that's why I was trying to build that gym, I still haven't built it. I've designed a lot of different 3D ideas on how to build a gym in your room, but I haven't actually done any of them. I've just made a bunch of different sketches on Blender of different gym things that I would build. So if you could just distract yourself with exercise or whatever the hell, to distract yourself from this realm, the evils and the sins of this realm, if you could find a way to distract yourself, then I say go for it. And study the Torah and the Kabbalah whenever you get the chance, and just live your life and live a good life and stuff, And, all of us are different, and we're put into different families and different roles and different locations, different stations, different frequencies, different brains, different bodies, different ailments and things, and we all have our different parts to play in this big gay play here, in this realm, Judaism says that people who don't know the Torah and stuff, they are judged by the rules that they accorded to with their life. Their judgment goes according to their own rules. Hopefully that makes sense to some of you. I had something I wanted to say, and it disappeared. Damn it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, we all have our different. All of our spiritual journeys are different. All of our lives are different. All of our physical journeys are different. All of our journeys are different. Okay? It's about the destination, not the journey, or whatever. It's like everyone's doing the best that they can do. When I was in high school, I knew some women, and they were very nice people. I mean, I don't think I really interacted with them, but I'm pretty sure they were like really, really nice. 'Cause you could just tell when you see people and how they talk to other people, you could just tell if they have like a really nice heart. And there were these two girls in my high school class, and they seemed like they had really beautiful hearts. And one of them had cancer for most of her life. And right after we graduated, she died in the hospital bed of her cancer. And you would think she was pretty holy and pretty sinless because she was such a nice person. And she still died right after we graduated. And then you look at me, people could say I'm evil or whatever, and, there's a case to be made. I'm one of the greatest sinners who's ever been in this realm, and I know all the saints say that they're the greatest sinner of all time, but I might have them beat. But nonetheless, I'm still alive, and I'm somewhat healthy-ish, and I'm not in a hospital bed dying of cancer right now like that holy, nice girl I met in high school. Well, anyways, and it makes you wonder, right? If you meet these really holy appearing people, sinless appearing people, very kind people, and then they just die like dogs in hospital beds of cancer. And then meanwhile, people like me, and I think I'm extremely nice, probably the nicest person in the world, but I still struggle with my own demons here and there. And I'm still alive. Why am I still alive, but that girl, who seemed a lot holier, is dead? Well, I thought of an answer just now in my head. There's one thing in Kabbalah or whatever that says that the righteous will die before they're able to sin anymore, to atone for the wickedness of the world. She seemed like a righteous person for someone who doesn't know Torah, righteous enough for a goyim or whatever, right? Someone who's righteous who doesn't know God's word, but still someone who's very, sinless, And she died. Maybe she died to atone for the wickedness of this world. The other girl was also very nice, extremely nice, but she was a little bit of a party girl. And one night she's leaving a party, and they didn't find drugs in her system, but she drove in a suburb, and she drove 90 or 100 miles an hour and crashed straight into a tree and died immediately. And she was always nice to me, and she was super nice. Super nice, super beautiful heart. Now, I could see her maybe being a sinner of sorts. Maybe she was, but you can't really tell with people who are so nice. You can't really tell if they're sinners or not, or how righteous they are, because they come off so nice, and they come off so cheery and endearing and stuff. But nonetheless, right after we graduated, she crashed right into a big tree. She died immediately. And, yeah. The moral of the story is that it's weird. Some people die and some people live. But we're all going to die, probably, eventually. And here's another moral of the story for you that I read. A rabbi said it, I think. I believe it was a rabbi, but he said, I want you to imagine something here, okay? One man is living a life, I forgot what he said, but this is my interpretation. One man's living a life, and every day he eats a big bag of cheeseburgers. And he lives until, he's living his life, and he's eating cheeseburgers every day. And he's, maybe he's kicking like a rat around. There's a rat on the ground. Maybe every day he goes up to and kicks it and eats a cheeseburger every day, a big cheeseburger. Here's the next guy. This guy is a skydiving champion. And, he's a skydiving champion. And he wins all these awards, and he's living his life, and he loves skydiving and exercising, I don't know. One day he flies and falls into a big rock, and he breaks half of his body in half. And he goes in the hospital, and he's fighting He's fighting for his life, and maybe he's even praying every day. Maybe he's praying and he's fighting for his life every day, and he almost dies, but thankfully he makes a big recovery and he lives. And then he lives until he's 70 years old. And the first guy who just eats cheeseburgers all day, he also lives till he's 70 years old, and then they both die at the same day. What's the difference between the two guys? Pretty much nothing. One guy just ate cheeseburgers, the other guy, he almost died. He made this miraculous recovery. He had this big exciting moment. He really came back from the dead there, and the other guy, they both just died. It's like they would have died regardless. There was no point really there. There was nothing to prove there. Just because one guy lived and the other guy, or one guy almost died and lived and the other guy just kind of lived the whole time, it didn't make a difference, did it? It didn't matter. Whether you have some big exciting life where you're battling with cancer and you come back from the dead, or if you're just an average guy, it doesn't matter. The second guy could have died easily, and it wouldn't have made a difference. And the first guy could have just lived on, doing what he does. I don't really remember, try to sink into your head whatever meaning you get out of that story. I think there's a meaning in there somewhere, but it's kind of vague to understand here. Especially for someone who's a noob like me when it comes to this Jewish stuff, Because I don't study as much as I should, which is, I should study all the time. I'm just trying to, I don't know, I'm just trying to survive. I'm trying to survive, I'm trying to thrive, I'm trying to be as pure and spotless as possible, and it's extremely hard. Sometimes it's quite hard, because I'm very thin, and it's very hard to survive in this world when you don't cook, and it's very hard to thrive in this world when you blah 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 blah. The Torah says, or someone says in Judaism, says Torah scholars will live and die in poverty. You'll be poor if you become a Jewish sage, if you study God's Word and you're obsessed with God's Word. A Jewish book says you will die and live poor. You'll be poor. You're not going to be rich. But it really doesn't matter, because once you realize that your money is made out of dog crap and dog shit and it's just painted green with green little slimy shit, I mean, what's more important? A green slimy little thing that came out of a stripper's butt crack, a piece of paper from a tree, or God's Word? I mean, it's like, what? Which one? Oh, but that dollar can buy a third of a McChicken. McChickens are pretty good, No. You know what I mean. So, I mean, in my head, today I had this idea for a cartoon where I'm like in a cloud with a lever, and this girl falls onto the cloud, and it's like heaven, and I'm like, okay, can you briefly summarize kind of like what you did in your life and your values and stuff? And she's like, oh, well, I made like $500,000 quarterly in 1 year, and I'll be like, oh, so you valued money and stuff? Like that's pretty much it? And she's like, well, I mean, yeah. And then I pull the lever, and then she like falls through the cloud, and then she falls into like this big dumpster with a bunch of money or something. And then she looks at the money and she says, oh, awesome, this is just what I wanted. And then she picks up the money, and it says, like, and then she reads it, and it says, expired last year. She says, oh no, it's expired. That's it. That's the end. I just want to be like on a cloud with a lever, and like, yeah, that was it. Yeah, I mean, women were born in darkness. Like literally, they're the left side of the tree. They're the dark side of the tree. Okay, us men, we have it's It's not all their fault. Us men, we need to do a better job of teaching them Torah and like guiding them and helping them. Like, our job as men is literally to help women like get smarter and ascend and stuff. Like, you have to realize that if every woman knew the mother's Torah and stuff like that, it would rectify this realm immediately. Okay, that's what like the Zohar says, that there would be world peace in this realm if all the women here were like holy and pure and read and knew the Torah and stuff. But they don't, and that's one of the reasons why this world is kind of crappy. That's one way we could easily bring world peace to this entire realm, it says, if just all the women. But how are you going to get them to do that? That's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky to get all of them to get interested in this stuff, because they're busy. Number one, pretty much 99.99% of my audience on YouTube is men. So I'm not even, you know what I mean? I'm not, if you're a female creator, teach your women viewers the Torah stuff, and you literally bring world peace to this realm. If you're a male creator, I don't know what else to tell you. If you're married, tell your wife, I don't know. If you have a girlfriend, tell your girlfriend, I don't know. You know, just, we gotta spread this word around. We gotta spread the word around. That's one way we could fix this realm. But, it's not easy to do right now. I mean, look, I get it. There's a new episode of The Bachelor every Monday at 8 to 10 p.m. That's where all the women are watching right now. They're watching The Bachelor from 8 to 10 p.m. every Monday. And every Tuesday and Wednesday, they're watching, what is it called? Fame? My sister watches all the dating normie shows. She watches The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, The Golden Bachelor, Dating in Paradise. What's it called? I don't remember. Something in Bachelor in Paradise, Fame or Fortune or something. You have to guess their celebrity parents or whatever. And it's not just women who watch it. There's a black guy who's a Smash Bros player on YouTube that I follow, and he watches the dating shows too. And I'm like, you're a guy. I'm thinking in my head, why are you watching the dating shows? Like, what the hell are you doing, dude? So it's not just women. There's a lot of normie boys out there who watch the dating shows too, I guess. Is there? I'm surprised this guy watches it. Do other straight men watch dating shows? Write in the comments if you watch dating shows and you're a guy. Guess I'm curious. I doubt any of you do, but my mom watches the dating shows. It's popular with women, I guess. I don't know. It's whatever. It's beyond me. It's beyond my understanding. I'm just like so fucking bored of everything. I'm like pretty much bored of video games, pretty much bored of anime, bored of like TV shows. Just like, I was just sitting in my chair for like a while, and I just had like some music on, and that was it. Like, I wasn't looking at anything. I was like looking down at my feet, just like with some music on, and I was like, what do I want to do? No, that's boring. No, that's boring. No, that's a sin. No, that's boring. And I'm like, I'm too bored to do anything. I just sit in, it's called schizophrenic catatonia, anhedonia. And I love how that rhymes. Schizophrenic anhedonia, catatonia, bum, 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 bum. Schizophrenic anhedonia, catatonia, bum, bum, bum. Marijuana, bum, bum, bum. You know it? Ammonia, marijuana. Did you want to get in my under, down under? There's some thunder. Anhedonia. Yeah, I'll make it into a song. I'll write this down. I'll write down that song, and I'm not kidding. I'm gonna make that into a song. I'm gonna have AI make that into a gay little song. I'm gonna put that at the end of this podcast. I guarantee you, I'm gonna do that. Don't forget, because that'll happen, and it'll catch you off guard. You might shit your pants if you get caught off guard like that. You have to clean up a bunch of shit. So, you know. I'm like making crafts out of sticks, and I'm not even a witch. Witches are evil and gross, and they eat youngsters, and I'm not even a witch, and I'm making sticks art. So, I gotta just make art stuff to keep my mind from fucking exploding.
Empty days drifting away, same old pain like yesterday, mind in chains, can't seem to win, locked inside, can't begin. Lost in shadows, where's the light? Can't break free from this fight. Fading echoes in my head, living dreams feeling dead. Voices whisper words unclear. Are they only one I hear? Phantom moments come and go. Life is moving much too slow.
Got 2 hours left, boys. When I started my shift tonight, the moon was orange. And then it turned yellow. And now it's long gone. Because the sun's about to come up soon. The sun usually comes up at around 5:55 a.m. That's what time the sun came up last week, I think. It was exactly 5:55 a.m. in California when the sun came up. Exactly 5:55. And why is the moon orange sometimes? What the frick is going on with this fricking realm that we're in, dude? I don't even say, when I curse someone out in a video game to myself, like when I'm playing video games, and I get mad and I have to stop playing. I don't even say cool internet slang anymore. I'm too old to even do that. I mean, I don't go on 4chan really anymore since I was a teenager, but you guys remember when we were younger, we used to call people soy boys and cucks and weeaboos and shit, what's the other stuff people would say? Soy jacks and new males, or nobody ever said that, I don't think. Soy cucks and fucking duck faces and I don't know. Now, when I just cuss someone out in my room, I'm just like, I just stick with the basics. Mother effing N-word, gay slur, etc., etc. Like, I don't even think I say cuck anymore or anything, really. I still say based, I think. I do still... Okay, the slang I use the most in my whole life are these two words. Sick and based. Write in the comments which cool words you use the most that catch people off guard. And cringe. I say cringe. I said cringe to my coworkers, and they started cracking up, and they're like, who the hell says cringe? And then they said it became an inside joke between them, so I guess that means they were making fun of me behind my back. That's like a nice way to say it among normies, I guess. But I said cringe, and they were going crazy. They're like, wait, what? Cringe? Like, I guess normies, like, their word vocabulary is so boring, I don't even know. Like, they don't say funny meme internet words, I guess. My favorite words right now, I guess, to use are based, sick, cringe, and creature. I told you guys that last week, that I've been all about the word creature lately. Just saying it is fun. In my head, it's fun to say it. My favorite color is still green. I love green. It's still definitely green right now. I went for a walk the other day at nighttime, not super late, like 9 p.m., and it was a really nice walk. It was a great walk. I had a great time and a great walk. And I was thanking God we have legs and we have places to walk and that we are able to walk because it was very nice to walk. I listen to music on my walks. Sometimes I'll even take a drink with me on a walk, like a cup of, a can of water, a can of soda, a can of anything. Orange juice. If you don't bring drinks on your walks, please consider trying to do it because I think it's a great time. And what I've been doing lately is walking on grass. I'm not kidding. I'll go to the park and I'll walk on the grass for like an hour at least, or maybe longer. Up and down, back and forth. Meanwhile, normies are playing on the playground equipment. They're walking around the racetrack around the park. And I'm just this guy walking on grass. And I collected a bunch of sticks. And there was a bunch of people like, why is this guy collecting sticks? This guy's 32 years old. What's he doing with all these sticks? And I was walking on the grass, barefoot, of course. Okay, I'm walking on grass barefoot. I go to parks and I walk on the grass barefoot. And I like grass. I like walking on grass. It's very nice on the feet. I'm a Pisces. The body part that's associated with Pisces is the feet. And it's so weird. When you think astrology is BS bullcrap, it's kind of funny because it's kind of weird because I'm technically a Pisces, right? And that's associated with artists, with dreamers. I dream all the time. I've had dreams my whole life. With water, I love to swim. Their favorite planet is Neptune. My favorite planet is Neptune. And their favorite body part's the feet. And I can't wear shoes because I hate wearing shoes. Although I'm doing pretty good tonight. But usually I hate wearing shoes. And I wear sandals during my when I'm not at work, I wear sandals 24/7. I only wear shoes at work because you're forced to wear shoes at work. You're not allowed to wear sandals at work, I think, or be barefoot. At the hotel for security. So I've been wearing only sandals for like, I don't know, at least like 6 or 7 years now. Like no shoes, just sandals. That's how much I hate shoes. Well, it really started when I was around 22 or 21 or so, or 23. Randomly, my feet I started feeling more in my feet. And the sensations of socks in between my toes, or socks in my feet, or shoes on my feet, was unbearable. I remember at one point I went to a restaurant with my parents, and I went in the bathroom, I think, and I think I had to take my shoes off or something because I just couldn't stand it anymore. And then I came out, and I don't think I had shoes on or something, and I said, look, I can't wear these shoes. I don't know what it is. I just can't stand shoes anymore. And ever since then, really, I just can't do shoes anymore. I can't stand them. I don't know how people wear them. And that goes for socks, too. I hate the feeling of socks as well. And I've tried all different kinds of socks. I hate every single kind. You can say, well, try the tight kind, or try the leathery kind, or try the spandex kind. I've tried them all. I've tried all the shoes, and I've tried all the socks, and I can't stand any of the socks. I just like bare feet or sandals. And I'm starting to understand why people are barefoot. I'm considering maybe in another 5 or 3 or 10 years, I won't even be a sandal boy. I might be a barefoot boy. I'm not even kidding. If I'm still alive by then, right? If I don't have fucking cancer from drinking soda every day and not cooking and eating fucking goy slop shit from fucking KFC and McDonald's. In Australia, they call it Macca's. And if I don't have fucking colon cancer, like anyways, it's just amazing I'm still alive and healthy-ish, and Hashem has kept me alive this long. You guys have to realize, like I said before, those girls from my high school, right after high school, they just fucking died. You guys could have been dead right now. You guys could have been dead yesterday. You guys could have died 5, 10, 20 years ago. You guys could have been aborted fetuses killed in the womb by a big pair of scissors and then sold off to elites for foreskins in their faces. Like, we don't know our time of death. And there's a whole thing that goes into that where there's a Jewish theory that says people who are tortured and moited and stuff like that, they actually deserve it because in a past life they were really evil, wicked people. I'm not going to get into that. It's just something to think about. It's kind of interesting that I heard. I don't know if that's true. It's just like a thing that they kind of say in the Kabbalah, that your past life karma, if you were extremely evil, then in your next life you'll be tortured and moitered and stuff in horrible ways, like the youngsters underground being harvested for their organs and stuff like that. stuff like that, you know what I mean? And, but there's also Jewish stuff about people who have miscarriages. It says that if you're very sinful, then God will take your children away from you. What's the goddess of taking children in Judaism is called, it might actually be Lil. It takes away children. And also Neama, I think has something to do with that as well. Anyways, it says if you're very sinful, then you'll have miscarriages. God will take them away to rectify you, to make you understand your wrongs and stuff. But my mom had a whole bunch of miscarriages before I was born, and I don't think she was super sinful. She seems like a very nice, like, sinless woman. But so I don't know if I really agree with that verse in the Zohar or whatever, Kabbalah, whatever, because I mean my mom doesn't know any. She's a Christian, so she doesn't know any Torah really or anything like that. But I wouldn't call her sinful at all. But who knows? Maybe it is true. Maybe people have miscarriages from sins. I'm just throwing it out there to you guys. Now you guys have heard it as well. So you can make up your own minds. So that's two things that I just shared with you, okay? People who are tortured in this life, they did bad stuff in their last life. People who have miscarriages in this life, it's because they were sinners in this life, okay? Two interesting Jewish ideas or Kabbalistic ideas I've heard. You can make up your own mind on those things, but I think my mom was a sweetheart. I don't think her miscarriages were due to sin, but you never know. I guess you just never know, do you? So because Lil is apparently she takes away children. I think. Yes. That's correct. And anyways, I want to go home, bro. Ugh, man. If I get a wife, I'm going to make YouTube videos with her until they shut down YouTube. Which, they're going to shut down the grid any day now. I know I've been saying that for 5 or 10 years, but still. Any day now. Dude, I've been saying that. Dude, I've been saying that for 10 years, but just trust me, bro. It's coming. It might be another 10 or 40 years, but they're going to shut it down. The problem with that is right now I'm on food stamps, and when the grocery stores only accept customers who have the mark of the breast in them, if that does indeed occur, then I will need to come up with how to get my own food, or I will starve and die. Because I can't rely on the devil's N-word system when they reset everything, which they're going to do that as well, probably. All the bank accounts are going to be reset to zero, which is funny because I have no money anyways. So all the normies out there with bank accounts are actually going to be they're going to be a little bit grumpy. But at the same time, they're going to be like, oh, well, my neighbor's bank got reset too, so I guess we're all just starting at zero, guys. And we'll all sing Kumbaya. And, but yeah, I mean, people with actually money in their bank accounts, which is not me, they are going to be reset to zero by the evil Illuminati faggots, probably, when they do all this crap. The thing is, I know I've been saying this for 5 or 10 years, they're going to rape the whole world and reset everything and stuff. I had plenty of doomers say this crap, and I'm not even coming at it from a Christian perspective anymore, because I'm not really a Christian anymore, I think. But, I mean, you can see all the little baby steps each year that go by, right? They tried the pandemic, and then they got the Elon Musk brain chip coming out, right? That gay shit. And then they got they just had a big cyber attack on, what's that gay-ass company called, with the malware that shut down a bunch of Windows computers this week. They shut down the phone services a few weeks ago. They're testing out shutting down phone services like they did for AT&T around the time of the eclipse, right? And just this week they shut down all the computers basically just to test all their software and to make sure that they can really shut off the grid whenever they want. So now you can see they can shut down the phones, They've been shutting down the 911 services in random states in the United States just for fun, right? So now you can see they can shut down 911 whenever they want. They can shut down phones whenever they want. They can shut down computers anytime they want. They could probably shut down the internet anytime they want. They can shut down, they have all this control. They're making gay-ass weather weapons and shit. They have all these gay 5G towers in all of our towns, which are steering these giant gay tornadoes to destroy Houston and all these Texas cities every week. They're hit by another gay hurricane. Florida's hit by another gay hurricane that's steered by these gay 5G towers in all of our states that everyone in their state should be repairing those towers, except doing the opposite of that. I don't even know what that means, actually, but they should be doing the opposite of repairing those beautiful, wonderful 5 gay G towers in all of our towns. And I've looked in my town, and there's like 20 of them. I mean, they have put these shit out like crazy, man. And they're actually pretty easy to repair. There's actually a repair. All you do is you get a tire and you fill it up with Molotov drinks and light a little candle inside, and you put it next to the wires that are about 7 or 10 feet up on a ladder, and it will destroy the entire system. It's actually easy to do, and there's actually a PDF online you can download, so that's cool. And so that's cool. And because when a gay weather weapon comes for your town, like it did for Hawaii or it did for Florida or Texas or whatever, you're going to be pissed off. You're going to be like, okay, maybe these gay-ass nigger towers need to go because, yeah, I don't like tornadoes destroying my town anymore in my house. Let's get rid of these nigger towers, please, please. That's just my opinion, so, and that's actually all real and truth and factual and stuff. But at the end of the day, these fags are going to get what's coming to them, man, because the Torah says, or whatever it says, that people who cause people to sin, they are going to be judged really hard and for their crimes. And these people who are doing all this shit, the wicked people who are doing all this shit all the time, dude, they are, I know I just said I'm the greatest sinner of all time, but these people are about 1 billion times worse than me or you. So, in my opinion, because they're draining youngster blood underground, they're steering giant tornadoes to destroy towns above ground, they're causing people to sin through P-Hub, through selling alcohol and drugs everywhere. They're doing all this stuff to cause as many people to sin as possible so that they could bring the Messiah probably as soon as possible, because the more evil that's pumped into the world, the quicker the Messiah will come, is what these Erev Rav, Sabadian Frank, Jewish people believe. It's a sect of Erev Rav, JEWSs, who are trying to bring the Messiah as fast as possible by committing as much evil as possible. If you look up Sabadian Frankism, you'll find that. He's the creator of the Illuminati, Jewish, of course. And there was another guy besides him that I forgot to look up, but he was like his partner, basically, his right-hand man, and it was, damn it, I can't remember his name, I'm sorry. But, yeah, you'll find him. Anyways. You're wondering, why is the world so evil right now? That's why. They're trying to bring the Jewish Messiah as soon as possible by committing as much evil as possible. Which is actually pretty genius, but also extremely evil and disgusting. So, I mean, it is what it is. You think you're gonna push God's hand? You really think you're gonna control God like that? We will see, sir. We will see. So, how do we control God? How do we make him come here quicker? Let's just light the whole world on fire, then he'll come. I mean, maybe. Maybe. You can try. You can try. We'll see. We'll see. So, we'll see. It's like, people are like, Jesus is God, dude. He's going to bring world peace and stuff. And he's like, no, I'm going to bring a sword. I'm not bringing peace. Jesus said, I'm bringing a sword. I'm bringing death and murder, and I'm going to bring a sword to this world. And he sure did. Because after that boy left, there sure was a lot of wars here. And there's still a lot of wars. There's no world peace, And it says, the Messiah is going to build the third temple. The Messiah comes, Jesus Christ comes. It's like, I'll do that next time when I come back. When I come back, I'll do that Messiah stuff. But I'm out of here. See ya. Disappears. Hey, nobody's coming back, guys. When he comes back, he's gonna make it world peace. He's gonna take... maybe. We'll see. I don't know. You never know, dude. I don't know. But, I don't know. If I was Messiah and I came to the world, I would do a bunch of stuff the first time I came. I wouldn't do a bunch of stuff the second time. I wouldn't die and come back and then disappear and say, I'll be back, and when I come back, then I'm going to do a bunch of cool stuff. But until then, But, we don't even know anything about this realm, dude. I don't even know what I'm talking about. The best we can do is learn as much of God's word and God's mysteries as we can, but there's giant dragons in this realm. What the hell is going on? Where the hell are we, Where the heck are we? We're in no man's land, man. I don't even know where we are. But, yeah. And Adam of Berea, Adam from Genesis, he denounced God, I believe, or something. But he went... The Garden of Eden is different from paradise. I can't remember what I was going with this. Never mind. Anyway, I want to go home and have some pancakes and stuff, but I'm still stuck here for a while. What time is it? 5:30. I gotta do another patrol and write a fake report. My boss told us to lie on our reports to make them more interesting for the client owner, for the hotel owner, because the owners want more interesting reports. So he said, just lie. Just say you picked up some trash. I don't even know what to lie about. All I know is to try to lie about picking up trash or something gay like that. I really don't even know what to write down. So I'm gonna write down I found some trash. I'm gonna say the door was unlocked and I had to lock it. Just gay, stupid lies, because my boss said you have to lie on the reports. You have to make them more interesting because the client wants interesting reports, and it'll look bad if you just wrote that you patrolled and nothing happened, which is exactly what happened. You patrol and nothing happens, and that's it. But the clients don't like that. They want something spicy. They want to see you found a dead rat, which we did find a dead rat last week, which you saw that in my video on my YouTube channel. I filmed the little poor sucker, and yeah. Any of us could have ended up like that dead rat, but here we are, still alive. It's just crazy. It's just crazy when you're still alive. It's great. It's great stuff. It's good stuff. Every chew of delicious food, every drink of delicious sludge, Mountain Dew and water, every drink of tea, every breath, every foot job, every footstep we're able to make, every walk we're able to take, every breath we're able to have, every dream we're able to, every sleep, every fucking chew of food, everything we're able, every cherishable moment with our friends and family. It's just every single second is just a blessing. Here, everything is a blessing here. Everything is a blessing to be grateful for. Every chew of food, every drink of liquid, every soda. Everybody takes everything here for granted, man. Not everybody, but it's just I'm never going to do that again. You and me could have died 20 years ago, and yet we're still here. And so it's epic. I don't have chronic pain. I'm not in the hospital bed. I'm able to take a walk when I want. I'm able to lay down and take an incredible shower, an incredible bath. It's amazing. If I was a pessimistic fuck like I used to be, I'd be like, oh, I want to die. Now I'm like, no, I want to have another soda tomorrow. And then tomorrow, I'm like, man, I want to have another soda tomorrow. Now I look forward to my dang sodas or my dang walks or my dang food or whatever it is, dude. It's and I thank Hashem for it every second I'm able to be in this stupid place, because I don't know, it's got some okay stuff. you know, it's you know, it's got its ups and downs, right? It's got its pluses and minuses here, okay? I mean, that being said, this world was created so that evil can exist. I mean, so just, but we don't got to be pessimistic cucks about it, you know? If you want to have your own, you want to give birth, go ahead, I don't care. Do what you want. But I'm not going to do it. I want to get a vasectomy, dude. But I don't know if that would piss off Hashem if I got a vasectomy. Not that I'm having sex or anything, but you know, just in case I ever did, I wouldn't want to get pregnant, you know. But then I was thinking if that would like mess up my spiritual body or my physical body, which are like tied together. If I got a surgery done on my penis, or if that would piss off God, because you know you're not supposed to get tattoos, and I got 2 anime tattoos. And you're not supposed to, because it says you're not supposed to like spill your own blood on purpose, basically, which is what tattoos do. And it says you're not supposed to mark your skin, which are also tattoos. So that's marking, and that's losing blood. So there you go. Do my tattoos mess up my spiritual body? Perhaps. Maybe. Just stuff to think about. You know, this life is super short. I'm already 32, dude. I'm on death's door, dude. So are you. You just don't know. Or maybe you're on life's door. I want to be found worthy to Hashem, not a disappointment. I want him to be proud of me, if such a thing is possible. I don't want to die and feel like a disappointment to the Father, the creator of everything. You know, I want to be proud to be an American, where at least I know I can come. You know, I want to be found worthy, you know? You have to be found worthy to have a place in the world to come. Okay? And you want to be written down in the book of life. These are very cool, deep terms, okay? And to do that, you just need to, you know, just read his word and be a good boy and stuff. I don't know. Just do whatever you think. Yeah, just do that stuff. Do whatever. Do good stuff and stuff. Yeah, cool. Or just do your own research, dude. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. If you're thinking this Jared guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, then just do your own damn research. Seriously. Because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I think that's pretty obvious with a lot of this stuff. So do your own research. You fucking figure it out, man. Maybe you're probably smarter than I am. I got a bachelor's in psychology. I mean, I'm probably 10 times smarter than you. Just kidding. I did online school, so it was way easy. When I went to real boy college, I dropped out. First semester. Did not work out. I was sleeping all day. I mean, I'm still sleeping all day, and this was like 10 years ago. But still, if you go to college and you sleep all day, you miss all your classes because you're asleep, you're going to fail. You're going to drop out of college. You know, my mom said, go to college, so I did. But she didn't understand that a boy who sleeps all day isn't going to do well in college. You know, a neat boy, bedridden neat boy, throw him into a college, it's not going to magically fix him. It's not going to prepare him. It's not going to straighten him up. Maybe it will some people. I don't know. But I'm just actually too special and too incredible and too cool and too wow and too epic that I'm just kind of stuck in my brain stem mode of whatever the hell I'm doing. My bad habits and bad whatevers that I'm just like, it's hard to snap me out of it and snap me into a good place, a good position, a good pose, because I'm all bent out of shape from years and decades of doing this, of living this sort of lifestyle, of this life, of this brain style. So I don't even think I would recommend it. Would you recommend being a NEET? No. Look at my life. It's a mess. My room's a mess. I got no friends. I barely eat. I sleep way too much. I barely work. I have no money. I can barely pay the rent. I'm pretty much bedridden most of the days. Barely go anywhere. Barely do anything. Does that sound like a great life to you? Not married, of course. I mean, would I recommend that lifestyle to people? No. Maybe some NEETs are doing it better than I am. Probably every single NEET besides me is doing it better than I'm doing it. But for this boy, dude, I don't know, dude. If you could find a cool ass lifestyle that you like, then just go for it, dude. But if you can make NEET lifestyle work without having your head feel like a mess and getting a schizo diagnosis at the doctor, good luck. And go ahead, try it, do it. I couldn't do that. I haven't been able to do that. And I've been trying to do this NEET thing professionally for long ass time. Probably like 12 years or something. You know, you'd think after 10 years, this boy still can't figure out how to make a NEET lifestyle work. I can't. It's too, my brain is too messed up. I always want to stay up all night, sleep all day. It messes up your head big time. Nocturnal people, humans aren't meant to be nocturnal, dude. We're not owls. You and me aren't owls. We're not bats. We're not possums. We're humans. We're souls. And I do think that it's actually really effing cool that I'm a nocturnal creature, because it's extremely effing rare, which makes me extremely effing cool. But it messes up your brain, body, your spirit, gives you probably dead AIDS cancer and shit. So, would I recommend that? No, I wouldn't recommend people getting dead AIDS cancer from a nocturnal lifestyle for years and years on end. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here. I'm just trying to give you guys helpful tips and tricks. And all of the NEETs watch this YouTube channel. Oh, being a NEET's awesome. I can't wait to hear positive things about being a NEET from this NEET boy. Well, you didn't hear that. If you can make NEET stuff work, write it in the comments, your tips and tricks, dude. Make your own podcast. I don't know what to tell you. People always say, work on yourself, Jer. You need to just start waking up and going to the gym every day and changing your diet. I can't just change all that crap. I don't even cook, and I'm 32. I hate. I would need to get struck by a bolt of lightning right now to fix the neurosynaptic connections in my brain, to flip a switch in my brain, to fix the years of bad habits that have accrued and culminated and coruscated into a nasty spiderweb pool of wires that have ravaged my brain and mangled and jangled it into a tangled up knot. Okay? That's just how it is. And I haven't been hit by a bolt of lightning. So, as it stands right now, this is where I'm at. And I'm not even sure if this is a better place than the past Abu Jar's been. Would you guys say your current place in life is better than your past? That you've outdone your past self? That you've outdone your future self? That you're the best spot in your life you've ever been? That you've progressed in your life to a good place, and that you've overcome demons in the past and stuff like that? I mean, maybe. In some ways, maybe. In some ways, maybe not. Are we really growing? Are we really stationary? Are we really static? Are we doing anything? Are we even breathing, moving, growing, dying, living? Where are we? What are we? Where are we actually even progressing here? What is going on? You know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if I'm even growing as a person, if I'm even progressing as a person, or degressing, or whatever the hell you want to call it, or degrassying, which is a Canadian show. Yes, I have the best jokes of all time. Yes, I have the best cartoons of all time. Yes, I have the best blah 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 of all time. But I mean, I don't know, it comes with, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? So, yes, I'm the most humble person who's ever lived. I mean, I can go on and on, so. Anyways, I gotta do a patrol, I think, pretty soon here, so. I hope the moon is orange again tomorrow, that's all I can tell you guys. Because it's very pretty when it's orange, and I love orange moons, and orange light bulbs for that matter. I think I might start falling in love with the color of orange lights. I'm sorry, but it's true. Hear my sparkle water soda? Hear that noise? That's a white noise machine for you. White noise machine would be cool if it's powered by wind or something. Add that to the list of things to think about. I will build that fountain eventually, guys. I've been saying that for weeks, and I never build it. I started it 2 weeks ago, kind of, and it did not get built. You know, I prayed to Jesus Christ for like 8 years that I'd get a kiss from a hot babe. And you know what? I never even got close to that. And you know what? I feel like my prayers are being answered more with praying to Hashem than they ever did with JC. Who Jewish people consider him an idol worship. If people pray to JC, you know? And now you're saying, well, have you got kissed praying to Hashem? Well, no, I have not, but I haven't even really been praying about that. But I will say, like, ever since I turned 30 or whatever, I've just been praying like crazy. I've been praying like crazy. And I don't know why. But it's just like, it's all the time. It's all the time. And, so, you guys will understand when you hit 30, because it'll probably happen to you too. It's the same exact thing will probably happen to each and every one of you. And, I had a delicious taro smoothie today from Boba Time, Boba store. And it was very, very tasty, very good. That's all I ate all day. And then I got to work tonight at 11 p.m. And then I just had a burrito. I had most of a burrito just now, and that's all I've eaten all day was a taro smoothie and some of a burrito. And that's all the food I brought. But I brought some drinks. I heard some, like, loud bangs earlier. The moon was orange again at 11 p.m., but now it's 12 a.m. and the moon is yellow. So I think maybe just when the moon is down by the horizon, it's more orange. And then maybe when it gets up higher, it turns yellow, you know? It could be something like that. But it's very pretty moon when it's orange. I like when it's orange. Yeah, I just heard another loud bang. Sounds like a G shot. I don't know why or where it's coming from. And I'm ready to go home. And I was playing multiverses all day, pretty much. I was playing the Joker, and I was playing Marvin the Martian. And they're both pretty fun. The Joker is pretty strong, I think. Marvin is fun, but he's kind of a piece of shit. He's kind of, like, not very good, but he's still pretty fun. Just wish that he could kill better. That he was stronger when it came to taking stocks and getting KOs and stuff. And I was getting pretty grumpy. I get really grumpy playing that game. I sweat like a pig. I had sweat stains all over under my armpits that were drenched, literally drenched in sweat and tears and mucus and blood. And I take those games too seriously. They're intense, fun little games. I'm doing 1v1 ranked PvP, and it gets intense, dude. You know, it gets intense. And it was like 2 a.m. the other day, and I lost a game, and I have this space heater that I kicked the shit out of, and slammed it at 2 in the morning, and I'm like, I want to wake my sister up. So I just stopped playing after that. I'm like, okay, I'm done. And, yeah, my sister's friend's dad just randomly got, stage 4 lung cancer. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, it comes out of nowhere, and I'm thinking, okay, I bet he was vaxxed, That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not gonna ask that, because I'm not gonna ask people that, because it'll make them freak out, because everybody I know has been vaxxed, so. But I bet you that's what it was, dude. Like, I don't know, it could have been that, you never know, so. So I guess today's Friday, huh? Happy Friday. TGIF, and, I know you guys are thinking, well, God, Jesus Christ isn't Santa Claus. You can't just pray to him for getting kisses all night long. And, okay, that's fine. I guess I don't know what to pray. I didn't know what to pray about at the time. Now, my prayers are mostly just gratitude and stuff like that, and asking for safety and all that stuff in my travels, which is just a 10-minute drive to work and back. But I still almost die plenty of times driving, because the road is so dangerous and gay and retarded. So I always pray for safe travels in the car and stuff like that, and safe at work. Because I'm here all night at this hotel, and there's homeless people in the area probably. There's a Motel 6 across the street with a bunch of strange, odd fellows in a Motel 6, So, yeah, if I stop making the cartoons, then I'm probably dead from a car accident or whatever the hell happened. So, I mean, But, yeah, I'm ready to go home already, and I just got here. I just got here and I'm ready to go home. Like, this realm is not for me, this life is not for me, this job is not for me, this whatever is not for me, it's just like, just a weird fit into this puzzle piece here. You guys know they made PORN games on the Atari in the 80s? So they've been... So even in the 80s, people were horny, I think. If they were making video games with, if they were making, 8-pixel video games with... They actually look really funny, because the characters are literally just, squares. It's just kind of stupid and funny, but anyways, yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I don't even know what to talk about today with you guys. I was just chilling in the car, and I think I had a nice day because I hung out with my sister. Any day I hang out with my sister is probably a good day, like a nice day. Every other day it can get kind of rough. You kind of get stuck inside your own brain mind. You kind of get stuck and swallowed up whole by your own brainstem. You kind of get swallowed up by the night and the fog and the mist and the smoke and the clouds. Kind of come into your brain like a vacuum cleaner and clog up your whole system and your whole headspace and your mental clarity and stuff like that. And, yeah, so, but you and me are still alive, and they haven't even shut down the grid yet, and it's 2024, so what are they waiting for? Why are they taking so long to destroy most of the population with shutting down the grid? What's taking them so long? It makes you wonder, don't you think? Why are they waiting so long? And I just think it's kind of funny right now, because you look at the French Olympics going on right now, and it's all the Holy Trinity, right? So there's all these drag queens on the who are mocking Jesus Christ's Last Supper and stuff like that. And they have a pale white horse that's running around the stage. And it's like, so they're making fun of Revelations, right, with all the horses, the pale horses. There were horses running through Britain a few months ago. Now there's a horse in the Olympics. All of these horses, they're all making fun of Revelations and the horsemen of the apocalypse. It just feels like gaslighting, like they want everyone to think it's the apocalypse right now. And so they're like, and everyone does. Like everyone, a lot of the conspiracy people online, you see them, and they're like, dude, they brought out a pale white horse. That means it's the apocalypse because these rich Illuminati fuckers, Erev Rav, big-nosed people brought out a horse. And look, because these people brought out a horse, that means it's the apocalypse, guys. Because look, in Revelations it talks about a horse. Like, do you see what I mean? Do you see how they're just gaslighting everyone into thinking it's the apocalypse by having drag queens everywhere, having horses run around with blood everywhere, like in Britain and now today in the Olympics? And they're throwing all these apocalyptic signs into movies and onto TV. Why do they want everyone in the world to think it's the apocalypse right now? Is it actually the little season? Is it just a big giant troll prank? Why? Is it just to drum up as much fear as possible so everyone just keeps thinking that we're in the end times and the apocalypse is right around the corner? The Christian rapture is right around the corner. The blah blah blah, the scary big monster under the bed is right around the corner. People just need to stop being in fear all the time, and even if they show a horse on TV, it doesn't mean it's the apocalypse. Even if they show a gay dragon on TV, or like Puff the Magic Dragon, or Puff the gay horse, or if they show a gay drag queen on TV, or if they show even if they show a city getting destroyed, like in Hawaii, just because that stuff happens doesn't mean we're in the apocalypse. It doesn't mean we're in the end times. I was a big time end times believer boy for like the last 10 years, and I'm done. I'm over it. It's just fear mongering at this point. Even if it is, it doesn't help to think about it and be scared about it all the time. It's actually just gay and retarded, like pretty much all the time. So I think people who are obsessed with end times, apocalypse, rapture, in my opinion, probably need to just chill and relax and just go about their life and don't care about that crap right now. Because it's just fear-mongering and gay. I mean, of course, prepare and stuff, but then after that, just live your life and don't even give it another second thought, It's like, it is what it is. It's whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, there's a lot of evil, disgusting, wicked things that they're doing in this realm, like letting in 1 billion people into our country and stuff, but there's also a few good things out there, like Walmart still has some pretty cheap pizzas and stuff like that. I mean, there you go. There you go. I mean, people can still play a game of chess or checkers whenever they want. They can play a game of Chutes and Ladders, and Chuck E. Cheese is did Chuck E. Cheese still open, or did they shut down? I don't know. I think probably Chuck E. Cheese is still open. If you're under the age of 12 or 13, they'll still let you in. If you're over the age of 13, I don't think they'll let you in. Unless you have a youngster with you, you might have to hire a child actor so that you can go back into Chuck E. Cheese and play the cool games at Chuck E. Cheese. Or there's other adult arcades you can go to, like what's that one called? Dave and Buster's is pretty fun if you want to get shit-faced and play some arcade games. And there's other cool arcades out there. Bowling is still legal. You can go bowling whenever you want. So, I mean, just look on the bright side, And like I said, I thought the world was going to end like a plenty of times over the last 12 years, and newsflash, it actually never did. I've been making these podcasts for like 10 years, and I've been talking about, the world's going to end this year, it's going to end next year, like every single year. I'm tired of it. I'm just so sick of it. It's so boring and gay and retarded, and I'm done talking about it for the rest of my life. And I don't care about the apocalypse fag shit anymore. I don't care. I don't want to hurt anyone ever again. I don't want to emotionally hurt or verbally hurt any human being for the rest of my life. I don't want to talk about the gay apocalypse anymore. I don't want to talk about any of the fear-mongering gay stuff anymore, ever, for the rest of my life. It doesn't matter. It's pointless, gay dumb, and I don't care about it, and it's dumb. So I'm done with that crap forever from now on, so I'm done. So yeah. The interesting thing is that I keep forgetting, and I never remember this. But I always forget this. Is that everything in this realm is just so fucking fake. Except for Hashem and his word. Even the apocalypse is fake, you know. It's just so obvious. They're showing the beast, and they're showing the pale horses, and they're showing the armies of migrants coming into countries, and they're showing the wars on Israel, which isn't even a real country, right? And if you wanted someone to believe it was the apocalypse, you'd go on TV and you would show a bunch of Revelations type stuff. You'd show really evil, weird stuff, and horses and all this biblical stuff, right? If you wanted someone to think ice cream was healthy for you, you'd go on TV and you'd show all these healthy looking people eating ice cream. And then everybody watching TV would be like, oh, well, I guess ice cream is healthy now. I guess I can eat ice cream too. Because look at TV, they're showing healthy sugar-free ice cream on TV. It must be healthy to eat ice cream now. So I'm actually going to do that all the time now. It's the same thing with the apocalypse. You show a bunch of gay shit on TV, people are going to believe it. If it's apocalypse, healthy ice cream, it doesn't matter what it is. If they put it on TV, it's fake, gay, and lies. And everything in this entire realm is lies. The Trump thing, where he got his ear blown off by a gay lord, that was all lies. You know, he just put a bunch of paint on his face with his hand when he ducked under the desk. Okay, that's all it was. It's all fake and gay. And now on the fake gay news, they're saying it was divine guidance. God saves Trump through magical. No. Alex Jones is a fake gay plant, CIA plant. Donald Trump is a gay plant. Everyone on TV is a gay plant. Just everything is fake and gay in this entire realm. You just have to keep remembering that. And that includes the apocalypse, that includes fear, that includes everything. Everything is so gay and fake. And you just have to remember how fake everything is. Especially if it's on TV, then it's all fake. This whole thing is a theater, it's a play that we're in, and it's all fake theater. But what this country actually needs is people coming together, forming their own communities like the Amish did, and maybe taking over or whatever, something. But the last people who did that, what happened to them? They got Waco'd, didn't they? They got Waco'd, okay? But you just gotta try harder than that. You just gotta try harder. Because these evil fucking pieces of shit who are literally the sons of Sam, okay? I mean, they're as evil and wicked as it gets. Yeah, just disgusting. I want to pay your attention to Proverbs 3:11 because it's my birthday is 3:11. But also it's just a good verse, and it's in the Old Testament, and it says, do not spurn the Lord's corrections. The Lord will guide you in the center with a rod, not too far so you don't far stray to the left or the right. It's talking about the Kabbalistic tree, okay? The middle column, the middle pillar is the Shekinah. The middle pillar is the pillar we're supposed to go up, not the left rebukement and Sam's judgment, not the right of Lil's whatever. But the middle column is the column we're supposed to go up. And 3:11, Proverbs, not the band, says, do not spurn the Lord's corrections, because I read that verse this morning and I thought that's a good verse, and it's my birthday verse, and it just means, it means don't be mad at the Lord correcting your wickedness and your sinful ways, okay? It's good to be corrected. It's good to have a strict father who helps guide us on the right path, or I should say the middle path, and not the left-hand path of evil and not the right-hand path of goodness, but the middle path of holiness, okay? And you can look at people on the left-hand path, witches and stuff, really evil creatures. You can look at people on the right-hand path like Jesus Christ, I think. But you want to be in the middle path. You don't want to be on the left or right, and it says that in the Old Testament. You don't want to be on the left or right. You want to be right in the middle. And you want to be holy. You don't want to be bad. You don't want to be good. You want to be holy. And there's a difference. And there's another verse in there where it's a Jewish parable, and it says that it's a king. Okay, this is obviously alluding to God the Father, right? A king, and he says, you've done so many wicked deeds, my son. And you've strayed so much from me. I've disciplined you over and over again, and nothing seems to help, and nothing seems to work. The only thing that I can do is to exile you. And if I exile you, I'm going to exile the both of us, so that I will go with you. And this is God saying that He's not only disciplining you, He's disciplining Himself. He's exiling Himself with you until you become corrected. And He will be with you until you become corrected in exile, and then bring you back into society to heaven with Him once you have been corrected. And He will be exiled with you. He's not just going to send you out alone into the cold darkness to be by yourself forever. He's actually going with you. It's a really beautiful parable. And I read that this morning, and I really liked that parable. So. You just gotta forget about all the dumb sinners in this world and all the schemes of the wicked. They're all distractions. They're all gaslighting. They're all gay-tarded bull crap. You gotta worry about your own salvation, bro. You gotta worry about saving yourself. You gotta worry about your own sins. Look, at least we're not in a back alleyway sucking drag dick right now. No offense, I know a lot of Zoomers listen to my podcast, and I know they're very fluid on what they like and what they don't like, but, no offense if you're behind the 7-Eleven right now sucking some drag queen dick. Maybe you're at the Dairy Queen sucking drag queen's Dairy Queen dick. But if you are, then it's time. You people just need to start waking up and be like, okay, time to stop. No more drag dick. I gotta pay attention to my own sins. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing, what I'm thinking about, what I'm saying out of my mouth, what I'm doing with my hands, what I'm doing with my fists, what I'm doing with my anger, what I'm doing with my hatred, my anger towards other people. I gotta start worrying about my own salvation. I don't have time to watch TV. I don't give a shit what the big noses are doing in here or there, or what's it there, or what's it, or who's it, or what it is. I don't care about who the president is. I don't care about who the fucking vice president is. I don't care about who the president of Israel is, the president of Mexico, any of that gay shit. It doesn't matter. It's all fake and gay. Gotta worry about yourself, worry about your own salvation, look at your own sins, look at your own repentance, look inside your own self, and just focus and work on that. And if you're sucking that DQD, it's time to put it down and play some D&D, Dungeons and Drag Queens, dick, and, I mean, yeah. And I want to go home already. I'm ready to go home. I got a little bit over 3 hours until I can go back to my bed in my house. You know, sins come like waves. They come and they go, like a big wave. The important thing is to not get swept up in the wave. The important thing is to let the wave go through you and go away from you. I think sins and temptations come in waves. That was a band. That was a romance band of blacks. It was called The Temptations, I think. I think that's right. That might be right. What I would like to do is just go out into the middle of a field or forest or a corn. I think like a cornfield or some sort of field with a bunch of plants and dirt, and just roll around on the ground in the dirt and the earth, and just roll around like some sort of writhing in pain, rolling around in fun and creature. Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. I would go out into a field and just roll around on the ground everywhere. And that's what I would do for fun, and that would be good exercise. And then if the boys in blue found me, they'd think I was possessed by a pig spirit, and then they'd have to get the local priest to exorcise him out of me in the field. And I would go along with it, and I'd say, oh, I'm feeling better, thank you. And then, but actually I did feel better just because I got a bunch of nice exercise in from rolling around on the dirt and just having fun. And I'd want to do it in pretty much total darkness. No lights or anything, just an abandoned cornfield in the middle of nowhere, in a different dimension where there's no other animals or humans or anything, just plants and the sky and clouds. And that's what I would do if I had a field. I guess I would just go out there and just roll around on the ground in the middle of the night in total darkness, and just to remember what it's like to be alive and have fun and roll around on the ground and touch grass and be on the earth, be on the dirt, kind of like a worm or a little wiggling creature. And you guys can write in the comments if you want to do that too. You can write I relate, I want to roll around. You know, you can write whatever you want. And maybe it's just me. Maybe that's just me. I'd want to climb a tree and put spider webs all through the tree and climb to the top of the tree. I'm talking like 100 feet up, maybe 1,000 feet up. Just climb and hang out inside a big tree at night in the dark, and a bunch of spider webs that I created inside the tree. I'd want to make my own giant McDonald's play place and just, I don't know, I guess I'd just go into it. I had a dream when I was a kid. I had a nightmare. It was actually a really bad nightmare. So I had a nightmare when I was a kid where I went into this McDonald's play place, and it was like a maze inside. And I got locked in. I couldn't get out of it, and I was locked in a McDonald's play place. In Australia, they call it Macca's instead of McDonald's, but I was locked in this Macca's play place in my nightmare when I was a kid, and it was a big maze. It was a big maze. I think it's because I watched that Are You Afraid of the Dark episode where they get locked into that clown house, that house of mirrors with the big colorful doors. I think that episode probably gave me that nightmare, maybe, or most likely gave me that nightmare, because then I had this idea where I would get locked inside And I got locked in a room when I was in preschool. It was just I accidentally locked myself in a bathroom. And it was pitch black, and I was pretty scared. And I got locked inside an elevator, I think, when I was a kid. I got, I just... Sometimes you just get locked inside of places and moments in time, and you get locked into head spaces and sins and doors and boxes, and you get locked into a body personality mindset where you need to get unlocked. You need to move forward and progress in things, but you find yourself locked inside this sort of box. And you need to think outside the box and get out of that box. You need to move on from being locked up and wherever you're locked in right now. And I guess the Olympics was today. It's a bunch of drag queens. I call it the Holy Trinity. I don't know if I told you guys that joke yet, but I made that joke this week. It's a great joke. And yeah. So I drank a naked juice smoothie. Well, I chugged it, and now I have to pee. But the bathroom's kind of far away. But I might have to walk to the bathroom in a second because I really have to pee, actually. But I really just want to go home and never come back here. But I am locked and cursed in that I have a job and I have to work and I have to make money to pay rent and stuff like that. Yeah, I can't even really. It's not even like I'm saving for anything. I can't save because I don't make enough money. My rent is too much. So I'm literally just working to survive, which is cringe. Write in the comments, Jerry, you should quit your job and live in your car. # Just write that in the comments if you think I should do that, right? You should be a homeless fucking dude in your car and just quit all jobs and quit everything. Quit everything. You should get drunk and go into the middle of the wilderness and just walk around. Write that in the comments. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even drank in forever, but I used to I think actually, to be honest, I think drinking outside is more fun than even drinking alone in your room. Like, if you're drinking and you're, like, walking around somewhere, like, in a big field, I actually thought that was way more fun, or, like, hiking when you're drinking. I actually thought that was way more fun than just drinking alone in your room, to be honest. And there's no rule against getting drunk. Just kidding. I think there's a sin that says drunkenness is a sin, basically. But I used to have fun. I used to have fun drinking and getting drunk, but now I don't even really like it that much because it's just kind of boring and dumb. The only thing that's fun about drinking is if you're drinking and walking around outside, or if you're drinking and watching anime, maybe. Actually, I'll just say that drinking makes anime easier to watch, because anime is boring to me now too, pretty much, most anime. But yeah, I mean, drinking outside is actually pretty fun. Probably. Maybe if you have friends too. Maybe if you have friends, drinking's more fun, or maybe if you're walking around outside in a forest, it would be more fun. That's my opinions on drinking. It's only fun at weddings, in the forest, or maybe with friends or something, or maybe, I don't know. Write in the comments if you've drank and what you think is fun about drinking. You can write in the comments. But I haven't done it in a while just because I think it's pretty boring and cringe to do it alone in your room, and it's boring and dumb, and it's just not fun to me anymore. I drank in my 20s, but in my 30s I've barely even touched this stuff, I guess. So I don't know. It's Yeah. I mean, if I was going to do that, if I was going to drink and go into an abandoned field, you could get in trouble for that sort of stuff. It's like against the laws of this fag society to drink in a big open field or wherever outside. So you can get in trouble too. So, so drinking is pretty dangerous and spooky like that. So you have to be careful if you are drinking that. You have to make sure whatever you're doing doesn't get out of control. a lot of people lose control of themselves through drinking or drugs or their sins or lots of things like that, or their relationships, their marriages, their divorces, their addictions, their whatever. People lose control of themselves, and then they end up in a bad place, and then they end up at rock bottom. And I don't even think I'm at rock bottom right now. So I mean, that's a good thing, I guess, because if you're at rock bottom, maybe you don't care. But if you're not at rock bottom and you can see the bottom, then you're like, oh geez, well, I should probably not fall into that, and I should probably not try to fall fall into and then hit the bottom, because I can see the bottom from here. And if I fall any deeper, I'm going to hit rock bottom. So that's the good thing, I guess, about not being at rock bottom. What is rock bottom to people anyways? I think when people think of rock bottom, they think of people in prison, or homeless, or dead, or dementia, or they're out of their mind, you know? Yeah, I guess stuff like that. You can lose your body parts, you can lose your mind in this realm, you can lose a lot of stuff if you don't be very vigilant on how you're taking care of yourself. You can easily lose your mind through drugs and things. You can get dementia. You can lose your body parts. You can get hit by a car. You can get paralyzed. You can get diabetes and lose a leg. You know, we have a lot to lose in this realm, and so you have to be vigilant and have to be careful about how you're living in this realm and all that stuff. Yeah, and all that stuff. Yeah, that's, yeah, so yeah, so be careful and, all that crap, yeah, so, yeah, so I don't know what to do. I guess I do a lot of daydreaming. My life is so boring that I guess the funnest parts of my life is daydreaming about cool stuff I could be doing. But instead of like just being bedridden in my room most of the time. For example, something fun I was thinking about doing was like, you know how people, there's things called crutches that people use. I thought it'd be fun if you walked like an animal where you have crutches on your arms, and then so you're walking with your arms, and actually furries do this, or people at anime cons dress up like ghosts and Grim Reapers, and they walk on all fours, and it just looks kind of fun, I guess. So maybe I'll see how to do that. Or I have crutches at home. Maybe I can start practicing, and I'll videotape it for the YouTube about crutch walking on crutches with all four limbs. So hand crutches. So you're walking with your hands, but then also crutches on the legs, I guess. So then you're much taller, I guess. You're much taller using crutches. And so that's something I wanted to try out doing, which I haven't got around to doing yet. So yeah, I'll try to do that as soon as I can, and we'll see if we can do progress on that, and see if we're able to. I mean, just walking around at night through the suburbs as a tall beast, monster creature on four limbs of crutches, or just for exercise, would just be really fun at night, so that it's not public, unless people drive by at night, but which can happen. But yeah, I just need a fun exercise hobby, anything really, just something fun. And walking on four crutches would be pretty sick. I think everyone pretty much watching this video can actually fucking agree that would actually be fun and sick. Or exploring caves, or making a tunnel underground, or building a big pit underground and going into the pit and digging it out like a worm creature, creating your own underground bunker type of thing for fun. Just stuff like that, like getting creative, just having fun, building a well, building a house out of giant plastic Legos that you can stay in, building anything. As human beings, we like to build. Unfortunately, I'm pretty skittish when it comes to building. I'm pretty creeped out when I use a drill But I'm especially creeped out when I use a big electric miter saw or a saw because they're very loud. They shoot wood particles very fast. I'm not very good at sawing, maybe. It just creeps me out. It's too loud. And it's too dangerous and creepy. And so I don't like electric saws very much. They just really creep the hell out of me. I can do drilling and nailing okay without getting too creeped out, kind of, I think. But sawing just creeps me out. I'm sorry. It's too loud, and I can't even handle loud noises at all, really. So I would not be a good construction worker at all, because I can't handle loudness. It's not good, and it's bad and evil, and it goes at my ears, in my brain. I can't stand it. And it's the same thing as wearing socks. Wearing socks, loud noises, it's like the same feeling of just, it's terrible. It's terror, bro. And I really have started to love the color orange lately. Orange light bulbs are kind of rare nowadays. Most light bulbs nowadays are mostly a yellowish, whitish hue, mostly yellowish, which is fine. I love the color yellow, don't get me wrong. But when you see a rare orange light bulb in a street somewhere, it's magical. I love the color orange. I wish more streetlights had other colors. And yes, there are now purple streetlights everywhere, but that's because those are black lights to see who has and who hasn't had the mRN gay VAX into their bloodstream, and you can see people's veins and gay shit through black lights. That's why you see so many purple streetlights now everywhere. It's because those are probably going to be used to track zombified people and shit when they bring in martial law and stuff like that. But purple black lights are also very pretty and beautiful, so that's okay, I guess. But orange is great. White hurts my eyes at night. I'm not a fan of white at night. No, thank you. Yellow is okay. Orange is great. I'd love to see any other colors, but right now it seems like, you know what, there might be a few blue ones here and there, but if city streetlights could change it up, can we get some reds and greens for Christmas? I love red and green. Can we get some orange and black? Can we get some white and red? Can we get just some beautiful colors? I can't wait for Christmas lights if the world isn't ended by then. I'm not saying that as a doomer. I'm just saying as a realist. I really don't care about anything like that. I'm done with the fear-mongering, fear porn, apocalypse crap. I really don't care. But yeah, I just like really pretty colored lights and stuff like that. I bought some fake plants for $5. I kind of regret it because they're not even that big. I think I showed you on my wall. They're the fake plants I got at Michael's, but I should have there were these giant Christmas lights I should have bought instead. Who cares? Whatever. The room's not done being decorated. They had some LGBT wallpaper on clearance sale at the craft store for $3 because nobody bought it during Pride Month. So then it was like $10, and they put it down. They marked it down to $3. I almost bought it because it's 2 feet by 20 feet. I mean, I could wrap my entire room in this rainbow pastel poster board if I wanted to for $3. You guys are thinking, well, why didn't you do it? Well, anyone who came into my room, which is nobody, would be like, what are you, fag? Because they'd see my entire wall is now covered in rainbow poster. Let me know if you guys think I should buy it. I just don't know if I want it, to be honest. I want to put plants everywhere, not necessarily rainbows, but I want the room to become a jungle schizo room. But it is a great deal for 20 feet of rainbow poster, I'll tell you that much, because I just don't know what I would do with it. I guess I could put it on the ceiling, maybe? Oh, that would look really schizophrenic. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Maybe rainbowify the entire ceiling would be pretty cool. We'll think about that. We'll think on that. We'll definitely think on that, and we'll definitely consider that, because that thing's not going to sell anytime soon. I'm sure if I go back again, I can buy it. I mean, anyways, that's a good deal on rainbow poster, I guess, but, yeah, I got a whiz, so I'm going to go to the bathroom and stuff. Yeah. I save all my craps for work because all week I'm constipated, baby. But when you work and you're walking and all that nervous work energy helps unconstipate people with shy bladders like myself. And so I literally don't poop for 7 to 10 days. I come to work, boom, it's just like a fountain of crud, usually. That's how it is. So, you know, I heard about, my sister was telling me about her friend's dad had a mini stroke, a mini stroke, probably from the VAX, right? But, I'm sitting in the bathroom just now. I just thought of a joke, actually. So this is a joke, okay? So next time someone tells you they had a mini stroke, this is what you say. Okay, here we go. Hey, what's your name? Who's watching this video right now? Hey, Andrew, I heard that your uncle, and let's use a different name. Hey Brandon, I heard your uncle had a mini stroke last week. Yes, he did. Actually, he had a mini stroke. And then you say, oh, he got the mini stroke? Well, I got the new iStroke Maximum Plus from the new iStroke store. And they say, wait, what are you talking about? He had a mini stroke. And you go, no, I know. I just bought the new Max Stroke Plus 2 from the iPhone store. And that's the new version of the stroke, of the iStroke. It's the maximum version. It's Max. And then they go, no, a mini stroke isn't a piece of upgradable technology. It's a condition of the blood. And then you go, oh, fuck. I forgot what a stroke was. I thought it was an upgradable piece of tech from the new Apple iWatch store with Steve Wozniak's Wozny's fucking cum all over it and Steve Jobs' dead corpse body all over it. So that's the joke you can tell the people because, it just sounds like, it sounds like a mini. It's not, next time somebody says to you, yeah, maybe you're at school, maybe you're in the 5th grade, and you're at school, and your class bully comes up, and you say, guys, I'm sorry, guys, but my uncle had a stroke last week, and he had a mini stroke, and then the class bully will say to you, he'll say, mini stroke, what's that, like a mini cheeseburger? And then he'll like take a big fucking bite of a cheeseburger, and like chew a big fucking gulp of it down and gulp it right in your fucking face, right when he's eating a mini cheeseburger. And you'll say, no, a mini stroke is not like a mini cheeseburger, although they share the same name. And he'll say, well, I would have got a large if I was you. I always buy a large. I don't just buy a mini cheeseburger. I buy a large cheeseburger. And if they ask me to supersize it, I say, yes. I say, please, supersize it. I want it supersized. I want it circumcised and supersized. That's what I tell people at McDonald's when they ask, do you want it circumcised? Or I say, yes. They say, do you want it supersized? I say, yes. They say, do you want it synthesized? I say, yes. Do you want it seized? I say, yes. Like you would seize a castle. And say, do you want it? Yeah. So yeah, that's real, and that's something you could say next time you hear someone say mini stroke. Or you could here's something. Hey, my dad just had a mini stroke. And the guy, this bully, your classroom bully, comes up to you. You're in 1st grade, and he says, "Oh, my dad had a stroke too on the golf course. My dad's Tiger Woods. Ever heard of him? Yeah, I guess he got par last week. No big fucking deal." I'll make that into a cartoon. I'm gonna make that into a cartoon probably. I'll do that as soon as I can, maybe. We'll see. I might. Hopefully, I do that. That's good enough to be a cartoon. I think this is really good stuff that Hashem has blessed me with in my creative brain that Hashem has allowed me to have and grow. But with big responsibilities comes big. I don't remember the Spider-Man quote. With great power comes great responsibility. I said temptation comes like waves. It actually sin actually is more like sometimes it comes like a tidal wave. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So, I sometimes it comes like a wave and sometimes it comes like a tidal wave. And you just gotta brace yourself for the impact of the wave and hold on tight and let the stupid wave of freaking dumb human crap, just like bounce off of you, In Christianity, they talk about the armor of God, which I like. I like the sound of that. I need some godly armor myself. I think it's New Testament. Maybe it's Old Testament. I don't remember, but I feel like it might be New Testament. But, armor of God. That sounds good to me. I need to armor up. I want some armor of God on right now. Gimme. Yeah, yummy. So... next time you go to Starbucks and they say, "Here's your drink, sir." Right before they walk away to go make another drink, say, "Yummy, gimme, yummy," and just like do that to the barista, the female waitress barista working. And I think you guys should fucking do that. That'd be awesome. God, that would be awesome. Yeah. Yummy, gimme. Just like do that too. Next time you pick up your fast food from the fucking cash register guy, whatever. That'd be funny, yeah. That would be funny. I want to go home, actually. I'm actually want to go home. I can almost go home in 2.5 hours. I want to go home. Yeah, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go. I want to go. I'm so done. I'm so over work. I should just move. You know what? Write in the comments. Fucking. Yeah. I wonder if I asked my parents if I could move back in, just so I wouldn't have to pay as much rent. You guys think that would be a good idea? Write in the comments. Right. You should move back home for less rent if they let you come back, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe I fucking should, Maybe I should. Because this is just fucking gay-tarded BS crap, I don't even know what I'm doing here. There's no point in me being here. It's just stupid, and it's just dumb, and, who fucking cares? Who cares if I'm living here or if I'm living at my parents'? Who cares? Maybe I should just go back, see if they would let me come back and pay less rent or something, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should buy a guillotine and charge young, impressionable Zoomers. And they say, "JR, I need, what's it called? I need gender-affirming surgery. Please cut off my dick." And I say, "Step right up. For only $200, you can use my guillotine I just built to cut off your tiny little stupid pecker." And then they walk up and I cut it off and they pay me $200. And there's a huge line out the door of these poor susceptible souls who are asking for gender-affirming surgery. And I'm a doctor. Call me Dr. Guillotine from now on. You want surgery? I do it for cheap. I got a guillotine right here ready to go. And that's how I make my money. And then I could sell the foreskins to the Illuminati elite pharmaceutical companies because they use that in their facial cleansing routines. If you don't know what that is, look up Ellen foreskin video. It's a video on Ellen DeGeneres. You can see what they do. And I would literally be extremely rich if I actually did that. I would actually be really rich. So I'm not going to do that, but I would be rich if I did that. I would be really rich, and then I wouldn't have to work a job. I could just be a guillotine boy, And that's literally what I could do. And I'm a genius at making rich schemes, and I just came up with one just now. Super genius, impressive, and there you go. There you go. Or even scarier, you could sell your services to, so you see those pictures on 4chan of those like 40-year-old dudes who also got caught in the meme of the gender crap. So not only were the Zoomers and Millennials like destroyed by the gender propaganda, but a lot of like 40 and 50-year-old men were like somehow also brainwashed by it because they're just like a bunch of goys who don't know any words of God or anything. And they got sucked up into it. And you see those videos of like 40 or 50-year-old men at Walmart wearing like dresses and skirts and high heels. I could gladly cut off their cocks with a guillotine. Well, maybe that would be mean, because I wonder if that might be mean, because then maybe that would count as causing someone to sin if you cut off their pecker, even if they paid you. I'm not sure. You know what? I think that would be considered causing someone to sin if you cut off their genitals. So all those doctors who do that, by the way, are the fucking evil pieces of fucking dog shit in the world. The most evil fucking fucks in the entire universe, probably, who do that to young people and old people who cut off their peckers. I mean, it's just sad, dude. It's the same with people who are undergoing euthanasia and shit in like Canada now for depression. I'm depressed. Please kill me. Here you go. You're dead. Thanks, doctor. I'm dead now. You know, it's just fucking pathetic. And if you don't fight for your life, if you don't fight for your soul, if you don't fight for your existence, for a place in this world or at least the next world, then people will take your soul from you. They'll rape your soul. They'll give it to devils and demons or whatever. If you don't fight for your life, your existence, your boyhood, your manhood, your brain, your mind, to stay away from dementia or evil schemes like getting your pecker cut off by evil fucking doctors, if you don't fight for your existence, for your life, for your soul, for your everything about you that is you, then demons will try to take it from you, and they'll destroy it, and they'll crush it, and they'll try to make you think you're worthless, and make you think you're not even a soul, you're an atheist, and you're a this and that. And if you don't protect your life, then people or demons or both, basically the same thing, right? Fucking people fucking ruled by demons will attack you. They say, this guy doesn't even care about his own life. Let's take it from him. Let's crush him. Let's destroy his soul. Let's destroy his infinity stones, his infinity soul. Let's crush this guy. He doesn't care about his life. He's getting his pecker cut off. He's doing drugs. He's a dirty drug addict on the street. Let's destroy this guy, you know. It's like that. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, dude. So you just gotta remember to fight for your fucking existence, man. Your brain and your mind and your soul and everything about you. Hell, your community would be awesome too if people would fight for their communities. Or at least themselves, right? Or just study God's word and forget all about this distraction crap. One day, as you're walking home from the library, a group of FGI employees put a sack over your head, and they drug you, and you wake up in an underground sewer tunnel in a cave, in a giant cave, with ceilings that go up 500 feet, and a man approaches you from the darkness, and you start to make out his features, and you say, wait, I know you from somewhere. And a man comes out of the darkness, he says, hello, do you have an iPhone, sir? And you say, wait a second, you're Steve Blowjobs, aren't you? You're Steve Jobs, the man of Steve Blowjobs. And he says, well, yes, I am, sir. And you say, oh, but on the news it said that you were dead. It said you died of a broken head. And Steve Jobs looks you up and down, and he tries to get a cut of your jib. And he says to you, no, we've had the cure for cancer for 60 years. So I've been hiding underground the whole time like a fucking mole rat. And I'm actually still alive. And you've been tricked and fooled by the wool that's over your eyes. They've got wool over your eyes. And he starts waving a magic wand, and you start getting sleepy. And you wake up in a Starbucks. And you wake up in a Starbucks, and then you have a coffee next to you, and you say, geez, You say, geez, I guess I should not get the caramel macchiato anymore because I have weird dreams. And then you look down at your hand and you see scars from where your handcuffs were down in a deep, dark Jobs cave. And then you look at the camera and you say, wait a second, is that actually a dream or is it actually real happening to me? And then you close your eyes again, you wake up and you're in your big, comfortable bed. It's about 8 p.m. and the sun's about to go down. Your mom comes in with a storybook that she says, who's ready for the boy who cried wolf? And she starts reading you your favorite bedtime story with a cup of hot cocoa on your bed, night table. And then you fall asleep listening to your mother telling you your favorite story, and you see her close the door behind you. Then you see a monstrous green-handed claw come out of your closet, and red, sharp eyes peering out at you from the closet door. You see another green, hairy foot come out from under your bed, and you realize that you are being attacked by green, hairy monsters from all sides. There's so many idol worshippers in this entire realm, and it makes me sick. It's pathetic freaks have never danced naked in a field before in the dead of night, have you? Nobody cares about dancing anymore. Muslims and Christians worship idols. Jesus and Muhammad are both idols, probably. So, I'm just going to say probably, okay? And, you know what the cool thing about Judaism is that actually, secretly, the first pope was Jewish, and he was a secret Jewish plant. All the early Christian church fathers were secretly Jewish. Jewish people invaded the Christian empire through a fake Jewish pope. You can look it up, read about it. I'm not even kidding. And what Jewish people did was they got all the pagans of the time to worship one God. They got all the Muslims to worship the Jewish God, and they got all the Christians to worship the Jewish God. And the good thing about that is that now pretty much everyone in the world who's not Hindu and stuff worships only one God instead of hundreds of pagan gods, okay? A lot of people used to be pagans. Jewish people came up with a scheme, and this scheme was to get people to worship one God only and not hundreds of gods. And it's actually a very ingenious scheme. And so actually every religion right now is actually Jewish, because who's the father in Christian religion? It's the Jewish God. Who's the father in Muslim religion? It's the Jewish God. So, but of course they worship their idol prophets or whatever, but still, it's like they're still secretly kind of worshiping the one God of the Bible, of the Old Testament, of the Bible, who created this world with Hebrew letters and stuff. It's actually very ingenious. So what they did was they got the whole world ready to accept the Mashiach when he comes, the real Jewish Messiah when he comes, because now everyone is like not going to be like, oh, what? There's only one Messiah? What about the hundreds of gods I worship? I'm pagan. Now everyone is expecting a Messiah. I don't know if Muslims expect a Messiah. I don't even know anything about Muslim religion at all. I just know that it's really awesome that the founder married a 6-year-old, and that's really, really awesome, and I want to follow that religion right now as well. Actually, I think I'm going to start doing that from now on, and marrying all those youngsters as well, just like their awesome founder did. But nonetheless, I don't know. But anyways, what happened was it readied the whole world to accepting the idea of even a Messiah coming, because now nobody's worshiping hundreds of gods except maybe Hindus or something. Now everyone's worshiping like one god-ish. And so now people are more ready for what's coming of the Messiah, okay? It's actually really genius. Really, really cool. So think of it that way. You guys think, oh, there's too many religions, everyone's going to hell, blah, blah, blah. But actually, the main 3 religions of everyone on earth, Muslim, Christian, and Jewish, and I don't know what other religions there are, but those are the big 3 ones, I guess. And they're all worshiping the same God, kind of, basically. So that's pretty cool when you think about it. Think about that for a second. Let that sink in. I mean, that's crazy, right? There you go. So, that's pretty cool, right? So, even if you're a Christian or Muslim, you think I'm not Jewish, I don't know anything about that. But both of those two religions stemmed from Judaism. Same Abrahamic God figures, same everything. All the main religions stemmed from that. The three main ones, I mean, and then they got rid of all the pagan demon worshippers and shit, which is a good thing, right? So we're on a good we're on a good course here. Things are going good here. I mean, in that respect, you have to think about it like that. And a lot of people forget how fun dancing is. If you put on a good song in your headphones, you need headphones on. And here, I'm actually going to do a headphone test. If you have headphones on right now, I'm going to do a little fun test right now. Lean to your left. Lean to your right. Lean to your left. Listen to your right. Your ear is on your left. Now I'm coming in your right. So that was just a fun little test to test your earbuds. Hopefully I'm not lazy and I actually go through with editing that in. And yeah, I think dancing can be fun for anyone if they have like loud music in their ears and maybe they're by themselves or maybe they're with other people. I don't know, but I bet a lot of people sometimes forget that dancing is fun. And I'm not even a good dancer. I only went. I think I maybe went to one school dance maybe, and that's it in my entire life. I don't even think I went to any other ones except one maybe, because I'm too shy and I wasn't a sociable person. I was an introvert. I guess I probably still am a kind of an introvert if you think about it. So I was very anxious when I was a teenager boy, when I was younger in my 20s and my teenage years. And I would hide in the bathroom and stuff, and I was very anxious and nervous, and I think I was maybe, yeah, I think I probably was, and so I would avoid like social people and people and stuff, and I guess I kind of still do that probably, but yeah, I pretty much do that. Something funny, at my last job, right, there was this homeless guy having a fucking mental breakdown on the pier. I worked at a harbor, right? And there was this poor homeless guy or whatever having a mental breakdown, and there's a bunch of paying customers around, and they're like getting pissed off that he's, having a mental breakdown. He's crying and shit. And this woman comes up to me, and she says, "Hey, this guy's crying over there. I think he might be homeless. He's having a real hard time." And she's like, I used to be a mental health worker, and so I know how to talk to him and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, so maybe you can go talk to him and like help him out and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, let me just get my coworker over here and I'll go talk to him. She's like, oh, thanks, that'd be great. And I completely ran as fast as I could away from that situation because I don't want to talk to people. I don't care if he's a homeless guy who's crying. If there's a big crowd of people around, I don't want to have a bunch of eyes on me. That's too creepy. No, thank you. So you guys can deal with him yourself. And he didn't end up stabbing anyone or anything like that. I imagine he just cried and left and went on his way. But I didn't get involved. And then the woman came back. She said, hey, are you going to go over? And I'm like, yes, just 1 second. I'll go right over. And she's okay. And I definitely ran the hell away from there. Because I don't want to deal with that crap. So I didn't deal with that crap. No, thank you. And this one family, they lost their daughter around Christmas time in the harbor. There's hundreds of, thousands of people there, right? I'm the only security guard in that area. And they're like, we lost our daughter, and they're yelling her name. It's some stupid name. And they're like, can you help us find her now? The dad's getting angry at me. He's like yelling, help us out. Come on, you need to help. And I guess they didn't know this, but security guards can't help you find missing youngsters. You have to actually get the police involved with that. Security guards we don't have the clearance for crimes like that. We're not cops, obviously, but I said, okay, I'll help you. And I was talking to this cool Christian guy who was praying over me, and they totally interrupted our praying session, which was super annoying to me because their stupid daughter was kidnapped or missing or whatever, dumb idiot retards. And so then the cool guy is like, okay, well, I guess I'll let you get back to work. And I'm thinking, dude, I don't even want to care about them. I wish you would just stay and keep praying over me. I'll accept free prayers as much as I can. That's like better than gold. Some random normie Christian boy come up to you and praying over you. I mean, that's great. I'd love to get prayed over. It's awesome. And yet this family comes up to me and screaming at me. They're all angry because they lost their dumb daughter because they don't know how to keep track of their dumb kids. So I'm walking around and I'm kind of looking for this daughter or whatever, and then I lost the family. I don't know where they went. But they must have found their daughter immediately. So they must have found her, and then I got out of there. But yeah, they found her, I guess, and they didn't need me, and I don't know. It was just, I got a taste of that like demonic rage from that father, because he got angry at me. He yelled at me. He said, I can't remember I think his wife said like, oh, well, maybe he's not, she's like, if you have time, can you help us look for our daughter or something? She was like nice about it. And then he's like, well, of course he has time. It's his job or something. And he got pissed. You could hear the anger in his voice at me. And obviously I hate mean normie people, especially men. Actually, probably both. Actually, men and women. I hate them both. I hate any type of evil, demonically possessed creature pure yelling at me out of pure anger and malice and evil demonic possession. And so that's why I quit so many jobs, because I had to take abuse from evil, demonically possessed, disgusting, rotting in hell creatures like humans, men and women, both genders, equally as evil to me. Maybe women more so, but just a lot of malice from both genders in general. And sorry, there's a guy in front of me, in front of my car. And so that's why I ended up quitting a lot of jobs. If a customer is too evil to me, or there's too many evil customers to me, I would just get out of that job as soon as possible and quit. And that happened at several jobs. And I had a Russian woman who tried to give me $100 bill, and I said, I don't take 100s, that's too high, and she wouldn't take no for an answer. And so that was a big thing, and it's just absolutely ridiculous how dumb these fucking dumb goyim are, who don't care about the word of God or God at all, and they just, it's, you guys know how it is, I mean. So I don't even know what to say. You guys already know how this world is, how this realm is, how impolite people are, and in my personal opinion, I prefer to be around politeness as long as I'm in this realm. I'll try to be polite as possible. I'm going to try to be kinder, as more kind than Gandhi or Jesus Christ or any kind person you can think of in your head. I want to be kinder than that. I want to be 10 times kinder than the kindest creature who's ever lived in this entire realm. I want to be not rough around the edges or hard around the edges, but I want to be soft around the edges, so soft you can reach your hand out and touch me like a pillow, like a warm fire that will warm your entire body up and make you go, that feels nice, that tastes nice. Like a warm, gooey marshmallow you can sink your gay little teeth into and your gay little tongue into. I want to be the softest, warmest, kindest creature that's ever lived in all of existence of mankind. And so that's what I want to do from now on forever. So that's what I'm doing. So, yeah.
Now it's time to have a snuggle with my very best friend in the whole wide world. You. Well, I'm glad you could come over. See you soon. Bye. And the clown jumped over the moon.